That's where we're going. Back in your lives, on your screens, and in your ears. Welcome back to Papa G's house. Today's a fun one. I've been wanting to get you guys on for quite some time. We've got a live at midnight. We've got Grumble, Miggs, Brandon, and what's your name again, bro? Olly, second time round.
Yeah, man, it's a nice couch.
Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thanks for having us, dude.
Coming off some cool shows, eh? Tell me what happened. What was the last show you guys played?
We actually we toured a while ago and we haven't been playing much since. But yeah,
last show was a
I said
Fuck cancer vibe.
so I'm getting there. So we didn't
take a long way around.
So we didn't jam for a bit, and like for the first time in a while, we like played a show for a friend of ours, man, John Case.
Yeah.
What's up? His pops unfortunately got cancer, man, and I needed to raise some funds, dude. Medical aid schemes are not the fucking best. So we played this show, I think on two Fridays ago, 28th, yeah.
28th of June.
For cancer, to raise some funds and try and help.
Well, not for cancer, to say fuck cancer.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Very against cancer.
Yeah, well,
super random.
Oh shit! I see how that sounds.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Like promoting cancer. No, not the vibe at all. And I think it went down real well, man. Played some cool bands as well. Runaway Nuns, the Shabs, and West Coast Wolves. That was a gift to all, dude. But
nice, man. That's super rad of you, Oaks, to get involved in a cause like that. Obviously, your guys, like the punk scene is very, very tight knit in Cape Town. Eh? You guys,
they're like two bands, dude.
It's not two bands, eh?
No.
Actually, it's not as tight knit as you'd think.
Is it?
Well, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like the metal guys have got their shit together more than the punk guys.
Okay. Well, I mean, geez, I'd beg to differ.
Yeah, me too.
Know any fucking punk festivals? I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a different. I mean, obviously, like a niche market is. I mean, but too business-like, dude. But I mean, it's not. I mean, they're just on like a. I mean, people aren't into that, these days, man. But it's not like it was ever fucking too huge anyway, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, whenever you guys put on a show, there's always. You guys have always got a good turnout. There's always such rad vibes.
I mean, for me personally, it's better than it was when we started out, dude. When we started out playing to like sometimes 6 people at a jaw, fucking 6-10 people, sometimes 20 people, and then like one day you'll have like 1/5 max. But I mean now, I think there is like a slight resurgence, dude. People are getting into it. But I mean, it's not only punk. Like just punk rock, dude. I mean, there's different like variations of that shit anyway. But I mean, I think it's just about like us jamming together for like just having the same vibe rather than the.
Well, let's be honest. Some of those 6 people shows are the best.
They're
like I really
we have a good time either way.
Yeah, exactly. Call everybody up on stage.
I think maybe you just get more hammered and it seems cooler, dude. Yeah. But no, dude. For reals, all those shows are kiff, dude. But I mean, like, it's just cool to just see like some kids coming out again, dude. And also the older cats that used to come to shows that then thought it's not cool, to be seen at shows anymore, coming back out, So it's like a nice little mix at the moment. And there are a couple of like lighty bands coming through. With all due respect, man, like Cool Kids and homies, Lat Patrolli. It's one of the bands,
I was going to
say, listen, luister na Lat
Patrolli. Yeah, and they've got some good content out there.
They bang that. Well, like that's the thing about being young, dude. You can
they opened for Fuck Off at the Barnyard last week.
It's also about knowing social media, though.
2 weeks ago.
I actually saw Van on today. It was like, it was cool. It was weird. It was rad.
Nice. Yeah, but
there's like some maniacs.
So they opened up for Fuck Off.
Yeah.
Where was it?
The Barnyard in Belleville or Durbanville?
Yeah.
Something.
At Willowbridge?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like 2 weeks ago.
I don't know.
Jeez, man.
But
well,
cool
you mentioned earlier, you said the whole vibe has been better since you started. So take me back. When did you guys get it going?
Well, I think Grumble's the only one who can answer this question.
It's a long story. I mean,
I got all night, bro.
I'm reluctant. I'm reluctant to like pop it up, but no, cool. We started the band actually. It's like now.
How far do you go back? Point Blank.
I think we started after Point Blank.
Well, you might as well start with Point Blank, dude.
No.
You might as well.
Well, Point Blank.
Point Blank,
the video all days and shit like that.
So essentially, we played in a lot of bands together. Like, well, I mean, us all playing in different bands. We played a lot of shows together. Peachy Keen, Viol. Point Blank. And
I wasn't even around then, dude. Like, I was doing my other shit, dude.
Olly,
Olly
plays for Bullet Script.
Wait, I existed. I just was like,
Olly plays for a folk blues band
Absentia.
called Bullet Script.
go to hell.
Olly just appeared one day.
You're not gonna get that past me, bro.
No, I think the page got deactivated, so I'm safe now.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so you were playing with VRL. I remember I met you at Banana Jam, like roughly about 6 years ago, where you were looking to get into a band. Then, literally 2-3 weeks later or a month later, you were drumming.
I think
for
I
Love
just
of
finished a
Midnight.
Peachy Keen practice up the road.
Yes.
And I met you, and we were gonna play our last show or something.
Okay, yes, that's
Yeah.
actually very true.
And then I met this motherfucker. And that was
I
literally 6 years ago.
I guilt tripped him into the band.
6 years ago, like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Is when I
Yeah,
joined the
that's
fucking
true.
band.
Jeez, awesome.
But yeah, so it started actually with a bunch of other dudes, man.
Okay.
I'm the only original member.
Okay.
But yeah,
Because he's a
that's
fucking
not.
asshole. That's why.
Yeah, well, persistent. All assholes are persistent, dog. Everyone knows that shit. But yeah, dude,
You
so
find the right lineup.
it was actually, dude, that is the truth. It was going through like that lull. I mean, I think this was in like 2011 or so that we started.
Yeah.
It was my brother on drums, another guy,
Bert, the
Flum.
lesbian.
Okay, I know Flum. He
Yeah,
played
yeah.
for Conduit. as
Yeah,
well,
yeah, Flum, yeah. And Jesus, man, my man Ashley Weiss. The two of us actually, it was our vibe initially.
Okay.
Other cats, essentially the whole of Point Blank except one dude came back.
And Point Blank was a punk band.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so
You on vocals?
yeah,
Okay.
and that was a different jam. So we moved over to the guitarist and myself to start our own vibe. And then we jammed a bit, wrote some tunes, and then the other guys heard about it and they were like, well, we're also definitely going to be in this band. And yeah, so it carried on essentially at Point Blank, playing different tunes with a different name.
So when did Live Midnight officially start then?
2011, but I mean, hey, don't fucking quote me on it, dude.
You said the other day. You
It's been a
started
long
6 years
journey.
ago,
Yeah.
right?
2011.
they'd
that
already
was
been
amazing.
a
It's like
for
when
a
you
few
adopt
years.
an animal, it's like an
So
estimated age.
2011, then I've been, so it's 8 years, and I've been for 6.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Then my brother moved overseas. Shit happened. Dude, yeah. So it was moved, like, my brother moved overseas. Ashley stayed in the band for a long time. Flum was also around for a long time. Slim joined, and then is not allowed to leave. We've got a deal.
Yeah, we have a deal.
That's the best.
Yeah, but you dig it.
But yeah, it was a completely different band. I think like in this form exactly. How long has it been in this format, dude?
Like
just
2 years.
2 years, yeah, around about.
Just good.
What's-
November will be 2 years for me.
What's rad
Yeah.
is that I'm a drummer who plays drums. Grumble's a vocalist who can't play anything else, but he can play drums. Our guitarist is a fuck off bassist, as you
Yes.
know. And our bassist is a fuck off guitarist. For a metal
So
band.
weird, eh?
You got to ensure that the dudes can't play that instrument
Yeah.
in their side projects, bro. So
Another thing which is important to mention is that the three of us have been playing the Sublime tribute project for the last
Yes, yeah, you
8
guys
years
have.
together
That's
as
true,
well.
that.
So that's obviously brought us
Oh, that's
together.
actually how I asked you, ended up asking you.
Yeah, it was after the one show.
Yeah.
You know, I actually spoke to. I was at a birthday in Amarnis. One of our mates were having like one of those down the river in Stanford, like boat jauls.
I know Stanford.
I know,
Yeah.
I know that river.
Yeah, and
Why don't you want to say
Sounds
Booze
cool.
Cruise, bro? I'm just wondering why you don't want to say
Booze
that,
Cruise
because you know that's what
vibes,
it's
I
called.
don't
Because
know.
it sounds tough. Booze Cruise.
I
Killing
didn't
us
got
flow,
it.
guys. We're
That
killing
river's-
us fucking
Guys,
flow.
we went
Yeah,
on
my
a
bad, my
we
bad.
went on a booth cruise, all right.
Keep on.
And I spoke to John Shaban because he was there, and I said to him, "Listen, bro, I want to come and join that Sublime tribute." He's like, "Yo, no, lacquer." It's like 3 years later.
Dude.
I'd love to get involved in something like that. Bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Sublime's one of my favorite all-time bands.
The whole thing
Really?
about that project
Yeah.
is that it has to be one of your favorite bands. To
Olly
be in it.
also
And so
needs
if
to
it
get
is-
in.
Oh no, you're playing a lot of the skank now in L system, so
Yeah,
I mean
dude.
your odds have increased, dude. Like, you can at least obstruct.
I don't know about Olly, dude. Singers.
I can't sing for shit. They
Yeah,
don't hire me to
it's like
sing.
he can play bass, dude. He's
No, I'm not
listening to a
allowed
lot of
to.
ska. He's listening to a lot of ska.
okay,
I'm not allowed to play
But I mean,
bass.
those
You're
late
in.
night convos
Because of
about
that
Sublime.
attitude.
Yeah,
have
dude.
happened
I got to his
plenty,
house and he
bro.
starts
Everyone.
playing fucking Goldfinger and what Mighty Mighty Bus Tones. I'm like, what? This metal kid.
But get hold of. I
Needs a
think
mic.
Miggs is aren't you the core guy? You're one of the core guys. Yeah. If
Yeah,
you want
he's
to
in
play in
the
that
core
Sublime
group.
project and you
Come
love
on,
the
come
band,
on.
yeah, get involved, dude. It's cool.
The Sublime thing, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I can put in a good
I'd be
word.
down to
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on
do
tape.
whatever.
Well,
Mike,
if you love it, you're in.
Mike,
dude. That's
fucking
it,
Mix
bro.
making promises. You can't catch
Yeah,
him, dude.
yeah. Who's Mike? Who's Mike?
I just said we
LMG
have these
mic.
conversations like with those. Like,
Yeah,
all the
look,
time.
Don't
People
edit
come up
this.
tight.
Okay, bro.
Don't
Maybe you'll
edit this
forget
out,
about it.
dude.
huh?
It's a tight process to get in there. Yeah, a lot of people want to get in there, and
Gotta
we
suck
just-
some
yeah.
dicks.
At least we're not 30
You gotta go
seconds
through the
in.
gauntlet, man.
And
There's a lot of
the
dicks in that
way
gauntlet.
the news goes.
Let's try and keep it one at a time, Alex.
Only dudes have to suck dicks to get in, though. By the way, don't want to sound misogynistic and shit.
Yeah, man,
Ladies,
but there's like a
I'll
there's
suck a
like
lady
a,
dick right now.
it's just, okay, cool. Let's get off that tip.
there's like 30 40 odd people that
Sorry, stop with this.
sorry.
And that's an edit.
Come on, bro.
No, but that whole
Couldn't help
Sublime
myself.
tribute vibe is like 30 40 different
It
musicians.
was
yeah?
initially, bro.
It was
Yeah.
initially 38 musicians playing 40 Sublime.
We whittled it
Now
down
it's
to like
25, I think.
22 at the big shows ish, and then like we do like smaller shows as well.
Yeah.
But they have about like
With the core group.
12 or
16 more like
'Cause you
12 to 15 now.
Okay, but you guys took that on tour as well, right?
We went to the Park Acoustics
Yes.
show, yeah.
Pretoria.
How did
That
that
was
go
a
down?
rage. Me and Grumble went up.
Yeah.
Slim didn't make the cut to see who had to cut the guys.
Who took his place, bro?
Oh, Rake.
No one took my
Yeah, it
place.
was
I was,
Rake and,
I was like
Rake and Larry.
the C team.
Yeah, Rake and Larry. Yeah,
But they
so,
also took it to Smoking Dragon. You should ask Nick Gord
that was too
about
crazy.
how random.
But yeah, so it does go on the road, man. But I think that was the second time that I've been on the trip. I think they also did one in Splashy a while ago, but like that was like real off the cuff. But that Park Acoustic show was cool, man. Like more Cape Town bands should go and play on there. Dude, we played Fuzzy / Dogs. It was like a wild jam. Man. It was very cool and such a cool venue.
Satanic
bro.
Duck Orgy was
Oh,
there.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So check they were on your
But
podcast.
yeah,
as
they're
well.
good
Yeah,
fun,
yeah,
eh?
they are.
Friends of the
Oh,
show,
have
friends
they
of the
been
show.
here?
Yeah, they've been here, dude.
Oh, where, dude?
Yeah, no, it
Where
was
their
it
speedos?
was a bit cold. No, it wasn't actually. It was actually.
No, that's just the size of them, really.
The speeders were there just underneath.
bunch of.
But yeah, they were super rad bunch of guys, man.
Yeah, their
And
set there was kiff, dude. They really.
Yeah, they
balls
really
were
bring
out,
the
dude.
energy.
Yeah,
eh?
they get
Yeah,
fire,
it was
dude,
a
yeah.
rad day, man. It's such a
They're
cute
all-
venue
they're
as
all
well.
good
Yeah.
Yeah, that huge tree in the middle of that Voortrekker monument.
Yes,
or whatever.
yeah.
Do you know? Have you checked the place?
I don't.
It's literally at the Voortrekker monument. It's quite crazy, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't had venues like that in Cape Town for ages, man.
Yeah,
Cool
what a
shit.
gift.
But you guys were as Alive at Midnight were there as well, right?
No,
or was
it
it
was just-
okay?
You'd swear we fucking
Well,
were, by
me
the
and
way they're
Grumble.
talking about this shit.
Me and Grumble were there as Alive and Midnight.
Okay. Representing.
Everyone got to
Yeah,
represent.
representing, yeah.
But I mean,
Sorry,
essentially,
Slim.
I think what
No,
we're saying
I'm
is we
just
want to
sitting
get
here
back
like
there,
a
bro.
puss.
Like we want to get there
Entertaining
to
the
be
shit.
playing there as Alive and Midnight, dude. That's the
Okay.
vibe. Like for
That would be
Miggs-
cool.
Miggs and I were there. We checked it out. We're like, fuck, dog. We have to hit this up.
Yeah.
Stats.
Definitely
It's
entertain at
record.
least 12 people. So that's worth the trip.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. And now, so tell me, where did it get to a point where, because Miggs, I obviously know you as a bass player, and you played Seventh Son back. You still with Seventh Son, yeah?
Well, Nick's gone to Mauritius, so
Okay, yeah,
we
yeah.
didn't like really officially break up. but-
If there was a
There
show,
will be a
you'd be
show
in it.
when he comes.
yeah,
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 definitely
yeah,
hiatus.
put together, yeah.
So yeah.
And then you and VRL before that, and then
Good night,
and then
Wembley.
Goodnight Wembley
Yeah.
with George
Last-
and them,
Yeah.
and John and all those dudes, and then
Yeah.
last one Alive
Yeah.
for a brief stint, and then guitar.
Yeah, I've always played
For-
guitar.
Okay.
I've always played guitar.
He's a failed guitarist.
But with these,
He plays
these,
bass.
with these fingers, you're only destined for
Hey,
one
bro,
instrument.
I
Can I
feel your
leave this
pain.
one in so that the true story is told?
Okay.
Cuba.
Let's hear it, dude.
The link.
Can you all motherfuckers shut the fuck up?
Yeah, sorry.
Jesus, dude.
We cannot shut the fuck
Imagine trying to write a song with these dudes.
It's all good, bro. This is why I wanted you guys on. Let's have some fun.
Dude, so just to lead you into this, Miggs, so that you remember what happened.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Miggs and I we used to hang out with Mercury, also, I think Sublime Vibes, different things we did, and we always spoke, he wanted to start like a thrash band, dude. Obviously, we both did
Yeah,
that shit,
punk, I
yeah.
want to start a punk
Punk
band.
band, yeah. Well, I mean, maybe I say what thrash, we wanted to play like cool, like fast shit. Yeah, and we spoke about it starting another band with some other
John
dudes.
Case, I think, was on drum.
Yeah, okay, so we wanted to do this other jam, and then
This was after Seventh Son and
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
And then we had spoken about starting a band, and then our guitarist was like, "Dude, I got a rad job in the UK. I got to fuck off." And
No, I first filled in for Flum actually.
first on bass, yeah. But we're talking about the guitar part.
And we were like, no, this guy can't play bass for us.
Yeah. But that's when we spoke about it. When you filled in on bass, we were talking about starting a band where he's playing guitar.
Yeah.
And that was the jam. And then our guitarist left. I was like, dude, fuck, instead of starting a whole new jam, desperately, we need a fucking guitarist, and you want to play guitar, check it out. And yeah, man, it's been crazy since
Yeah,
you joined, dude.
Well, I mean, I was. When did I see you guys play? Was it the Fuzzy Gish show?
Yeah, we played the Fuzzy show.
Yeah. And I was like, you got that Les Paul gold top vibe, and I was like, it's interesting to see you play like guitar because I'm used to seeing you play bass, but it's sick, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm playing Danchi. That's also, it's just
it's all good, man.
Yeah,
He's got his current Miggy Dick Fingers on.
We call him, so we do call him Miggy Dick Fingers, dude.
You know?
I mean, I just don't know if anyone can look at these shits, dude. That's
Monsters,
them fat fucking fingers, dude.
cut one off and it'll still be fine.
So yeah, like it, yeah.
Should we lead into a video so we can have a break?
I don't think
It's
your call.
Whose timeline are we on?
No, for sure. I think
already been here for like 6
I
minutes.
mean, am I going to be the only guy?
Minutes.
Have we?
Yeah, bro.
If you worked at fucking like talk, dude, would you also be telling John Matham what the fuck to do at this time, dude?
John Matham can fuck himself, dude.
Don't ever say that to me, sir.
Am
I've got a 567 Cape Talk tattoo, dude. You know that's not shit, dog.
Dude, am I the only dude
fucking
here that
stories.
thought that clock was going to be counting? Because that is a big fucking clock.
Yeah, it's a big one. I actually forgot to do it.
Did anyone know Olly could speak up until this point?
I thought it was like an extinction level
basis.
event screensaver.
Dude, I mean, if that's a screensaver, it's a photo.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's a background with no icons. That's what that fucking
bunch
is.
Extinction level event.
Well, I mean, it's 2019, dude. Shit's animated.
Olly,
like satirical
since you brought up
piece,
my big clock, bro,
Hey,
you're obviously you play guitar and bullet script,
it's true.
and then how did you get a hold of these acts? Or how did they get a hold of you?
Slim came into my shop the one day and was like, "Fuck, we need a bassist." Wait, you're a guitarist. Can you not learn how to play bass? Nah, it's like, nah, dude, I'm a bit busy, dude. I'll just come and play.
Shut me fucking
Okay,
I thought it was
fine.
easier than that.
Shut me down.
Did you get shut down at first, dude?
Well,
Tell
no,
me the story.
I didn't have a bass. I still don't have.
And
a
you
bass
worked in
or
a
anything.
fucking gear shop, dude.
I'm a
There's
guitarist.
There's like 20 basses around.
Dude, the first
So
bass
what
he
did-
brought
what did
has
he
like
do?
black label.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
what
black
does he
label
do?
bass. It's
He
perfect.
takes a bass that's covered in black label stickers, and it's like probably a shitty bass.
Actual
Yeah.
labels
It
of
is,
the label.
but I
But
built
it
it.
Oh,
sounds
but
good.
that was
Sounds like a bass.
back in the day. Then, hey, it was
I mean, you're still using that bass right now.
Yeah,
So
dude.
basically,
Like-
we were
like-
looking for a bassist.
that's the bass. Same
We were
bass.
a
still got,
bassist, and we couldn't think of any bassists. So I mean, I remember me and Grumble going like, "Why don't we just ask Olly, man? He's just such a cool dude." And why don't we just ask him? And I
So
was looking
Miggs
for
spoke to
Slim
Olly, and I had
ask him.
nothing to do with it, and then I spoke to him.
Slim spoke to him, weird spoke to him, and then I saw you at Stones one day.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh yeah.
and he came up to me and he's like, dude, fucking Slim, so what do you think? Blah blah. I said, well, if Flum does fuck off, cool, come check it out. Flum did fuck off.
And I checked it out, and I pretty much sucked for the first few weeks, but that's pretty much what I did in script as well.
But
so,
I mean, yeah, there's
I'm
always a cool
cracking till
vibe
you
with
get
us
used
with
to me.
Olly, dude.
I'm still cooked.
You
Don't
got it
tell
now.
anyone, dude.
Prop you up, but it's fine.
No,
dude.
thanks, bro.
He's actually real cuck. No, we immediately had a cool vibe, dude, and like even though we were quite patient, even though obviously
Yeah, no,
actually,
you really
figured things out. No, well, fuck,
It's
dude,
true.
the truth is the truth, dog.
Truth is the truth,
And
Let's
yeah,
not take a compliment.
I'm telling you, dude. Yeah,
Or
so
a
but
criticism.
but I mean, but you could obviously we're playing guitar as well as he does, and knowing that he would figure it out, you know. And
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so there are a couple of hiccups here and there, but and also like a bit of like laziness, and he didn't practice shit. Yeah.
It's true.
True stories, dude.
No, it's true, dude. I mean,
Dude,
I'm not going to sit here and defend myself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what happened.
Yeah, I-
That happened,
good
and
A
looking.
then-
little bit too fucked up. Maybe I got this.
anyway, so yeah, well, that's fact. And then he was like, "Shit, you're right. Practice more. Fucking learn the shit." And here we are, dude. And now
You got it right.
A shit hot guitarist. So I mean,
for sure.
Come on,
Yeah,
it's bass.
so it's always going
Oh,
to. So even when he was like,
fucking
"Oh yeah, I
beat.
just don't know about playing the
you
bass," we're
do,
like, "No, bro, you fucking just lazy and not."
Yeah, just
jamming,
clap
dude."
it.
And then he did.
yeah.
And fucking here we are, dude.
Yeah.
It's kiff.
But also,
like,
like,
yeah.
getting members in your band, it's also, it's not just about how you play.
It's you got to
If-
connect
connect,
personally,
exactly.
and
Yeah.
you've got to get that click and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to say is that show that I saw when you guys played that Fuzziger show, you guys look like you're having the best time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a jam, man.
Super energy, dude. I've never seen like I've always wanted to be able to wear my guitar so low, bro. It's
I think
so
I might even go lower, man.
It's rad though, and you
Yeah.
guys just seem to have so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has always been like a
That's how it should be always.
yeah, it was a thing about Live at Midnight in the beginning, man. And like before this exact crop of motherfuckers were together, it got a bit weird, dude. We've been through some weird times, you know.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone of the other members that's ever
For sure,
played with us.
obviously,
It's
there's
a
no
lot of
hard
dudes.
feelings ever.
Not at all, bro. And we had really good times and we had really bad times, you know. But with this we don't have any fallouts. We don't argue. It's easy to write songs together. Like we just have a cool jam.
We
And,
practice a lot. I think before we weren't practicing as much.
Yeah, it wasn't as we weren't as serious.
But we
Not
like
that
pretty
we were very
regimental,
serious.
like.
And if
Yeah,
there's ever,
Monday 9 to 12.
Yeah, we
Monday
sacrificed the
night
practice to
Monday
be
night
here.
as well.
We're
Kill
there
City
holding the
Blues.
torch, keeping all those motherfuckers
Miggs will sign your
up all
titties.
night, you know.
9 to midnight, dog.
I remember.
That's just when we stop
If
playing,
you
because then we
mail,
still hang
only.
around for about at least another hour or two.
and also in this band, like if we have a problem with each other, we literally like fuck you,
Yeah, well,
then
that's
it's
the
done.
best way to do it, dude.
and then it's done.
Yeah, for sure. I completely
You know.
agree with you. I just remember always doing our Monday sessions with Ill System and be like, okay, Alive at Midnight are coming in 9 o'clock to 12. Miggs rocks up. He's got his black label court on it, bro.
Beast one.
We're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, it keeps
Yeah.
you. That's what keeps you fresh, dude. That's
Yeah, you
right,
know,
bro.
those practices are work, and when you get to stage, that's when it's fun. You know, that's
Yeah,
when you're
yeah.
supposed to be having the fun. So
Totally.
you got to work,
That's when
and
we're
then
best,
that's
though.
why we look like we're having fun, is because we fucking are. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, but don't you guys think that regimented Monday, I am
Yeah.
dedicating 3 hours of my
Yeah.
week to my band, getting to practice, going, having a jaw, coming home 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock,
Yeah,
depends
yeah.
on where you actually live. But having that
Or who has a
weekly
car and
vibe
fucking
is
doesn't
so
do it.
important.
Dude,
don't
it's
you think?
almost like
Yeah.
therapy for me, to be honest, you know.
For me
like
as well.
I get to hang with
Agree.
my homies, I get to smash the shit out of drums and play music I believe in and love with my homies.
Dude,
So it's not
And if
ever
you
a
miss
lust,
a week or
you know?
two, you also notice it. You know, you notice
Yeah.
that you've missed that week.
I mean,
or
I
two.
suppose
when you're
hearing
on
what
it,
you just said is different for everyone because, it used to be cathartic as a lighty to practice like 6 to like 2 in the morning. Remember?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
like
you just
there all the
spend
time.
all your time doing
But
it.
you actually don't.
It's
achieve
the
much,
quality
bro.
of the
and
session.
even only recently we started actually like really focusing on putting effort into our rehearsals. Man, there were stages with all of us, even this crew, dude, that we like fucked around for like an hour. O's were late, and then we fucking like
O's
jam
were
a
late?
bit.
Well,
You mostly, exactly. whomever was late. And then we used to, like, we'd start and then we'd set up and then we'd smoke a blunt and then we'd go jam a couple of tracks and we smoke a blunt, then we talk shit and then blah, blah, blah. Nothing really got done.
Yeah.
We did jam a couple
Well,
of
sometimes you got to have those days where you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gotta
yeah, but I
just
mean,
be
like-
in the whole point is being in each other's presence once a week at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
saying the
Yeah.
whole point is
No
actually,
matter what.
I'm saying,
Man,
the,
just
I'm
get it
saying
in
the
there,
point
you
is
know?
practicing fucking and rehearsing and writing your shit, but it's
For sure.
cool.
yeah.
The,
Different tips.
the songwriting, the new songs writing stuff is coming
Yeah,
on
so-
real
yeah.
easy as
So,
well.
yeah.
Sure.
More,
Really
yeah,
is,
we have
so.
more focus, but it takes one person to, well,
Well,
as you can
let's
see.
let's hit that. Let's talk about your guys' writing process and all that kind of stuff when we come back. Speaking about all the fun that you guys have on tour and all that kind of stuff, why don't we show the new video?
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah. Okay.
Destroyer.
I think Alive at
No,
Midnight,
no,
that's the
Alive at
two.
Midnight.
Alive
So,
at Midnight.
Alive at
a
Midnight.
little
Yeah,
brief
yeah.
backstory because
Okay.
I filmed most of it and edited and stuff.
Okay.
We went on tour with Half Price to, do an essay tour of
Everywhere.
Yes,
So Hard It Hurts.
Oh yes, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very important to,
Yeah.
to get that what do you call it? No man, what is that? Premise.
yeah.
There we go.
Oh, you're going to have to use a limiter on that fucking premise there.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
You're not
And
like shh.
go.
Okay,
And
so
scene.
yes, we recorded some.
Okay, yeah, you were talking about.
Okay, so
Hard It Hurts.
basically,
album.
we recorded an album last year, March, April, with Half Price called So Hard It Hurts. And then we took it on tour in October, November last year. We went to where'd we go? Stellenbosch, Bloem, Durban, Soweto, Joburg, Cork Bay, Stellenbosch, and Durbanville, if
Yeah.
I've repeated something. Anyway, so it was like 2 weeks. And we shot like a bunch of tour footage and stuff. And Alive at Midnight is like kind of our theme song and like a title track.
Okay.
Is it the oldest song?
It is the title track, and I didn't say it's our theme song. I don't think we have a theme song. It's not fucking MacGyver. bro.
it's a theme
Fuck you
song.
We're
talking
not the
about,
big
dude.
band, are you?
Anyway, whatever. We
It's not the Lion. It's not the
chopped
Lion
up-
King, dude.
we chopped.
You should not have smoked
The Little
it, bro,
Mermaid.
before we started doing this.
Yeah, I'll smoke you, dude.
Under the sea.
So we edited this video. I edited this video together. It's called Live at Midnight. And we have some friends in it. We have some drinking. We have some punk rock. And we have Miggs and Olly sleeping.
And the misogynistic pieces where you see girls with their like pulling their skirts up and exposing their thighs and shit.
Watch the fucking video.
I'm just saying that shit is satirical. That's satirical shit. Dude.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
what I'm saying. Dude.
Is
We're
the
trying
song
to
called
highlight.
Alive at Midnight?
It is.
Yes, and the band too.
Self-titled. Yeah, it's kind of like Iron Maiden or something.
Okay, so check it out. This is Alive at Midnight.
Check it out. Yeah.
All right, that was Alive at Midnight by Alive at Midnight.
That's us.
We are super lazy, bro.
Yeah, man, what happened there? No. But it looked like you guys had a flippin' epic time.
It was tough, man. It lived up to the name, man. It was really hard and it hurt a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It nearly killed
How
Kyle.
many shows did you guys play?
It was
I think
about
it was 8 altogether.
No.
8
No, it was like 5 in 5 days.
We just thought, it was 5 shows in 6 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the tour still carried on when we came back and we played Durban.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
you're right.
but-
Okay, if you include all the
Yeah,
Cape
you
Town
gotta
stuff.
include your Cape Town.
Okay,
dates
cool.
as well.
Yeah, if that included, it was 7 or 8 shows. So yeah, we dropped one. It was rained out in Soweto, unfortunately. So we're supposed to do 2 on the last day.
What a way to miss out in Soweto.
But it was still a really cool
No,
day.
we didn't miss out. We were still there.
Okay, yeah, no,
We
but
just played the
played
CD
it,
and drank in the street.
okay.
It wasn't
that's
rained
cool.
out.
Yeah.
They plugged too much power into one outlet in the wall, and it blew an amp.
I don't
and
think
then-
we need
Yeah,
to
but
go
it was
into
also
it.
and they,
raining like
and they blew another
wet
amp, and
electrics
we're
and
like,
shit.
fuck,
Yeah.
we can't play a show. And then we just listened to the album and partied.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
oh, that's good enough, eh?
With with TCYF for the bless I said the Come in Your Face, like a super like rad band.
Okay.
We played with them when they straight out of Soweto, like, you know, proper
Epic.
fucking like, you know, the street homies, dude.
Yeah,
And
big shout out to them. They got
yeah.
Live at Midnight
Dude, like
tattoos like the next
struggle,
week.
yeah,
Oh, wow,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, and yeah, I've got one of
Yeah, that hand logo.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
hand,
dude, they like-
yeah, that's awesome, man.
yeah.
It's weird.
So I mean, those dudes, man, it's crazy for them to play tunes. I mean, they walk from like to wherever to. I mean, where we were going to play is like an old tavern, but not really. It's like a house that's been converted, but
Yeah.
there's nothing.
The ice
going on.
cream
It's
shop.
Yeah,
Check it on
it's real,
Instagram,
like,
actually. It's
It's
fucking
real
rad.
effed up, man. You know, and like they don't give a fuck. They were pushing us to play like in the rain. They're like, "Fuck it, dude." So forget about that outlet. We'll just like let's just plug amps in and just like jam anywhere we like. Dude, like there's no mics or like anything. We're like, bro, it's.
But how did you hook
So
it
like-
up, though? How did you get the connection? How did you know where to go?
We played, well, we know the dudes from having jammed with them here before. But Gavin Pincus from Gotorn, dude,
Okay.
is a homie. I mean, I'm from Jersey-ish, so V-Town represent. But yeah, dude, I know the cat, and he does a lot for music, man, punk, metal, whatever, in Joburg. And between him and Keith McKay, they like hooked up shows. So Half Price, I've worked with Keith before. Gavin's our homie. We all know each other, I suppose, from those days. Yeah, man. And he was like, "Fuck, dude! Like those dudes would dig to play with you. Do you want to play a show in Soweto? Like at this like random fucking draw?" And we were like, "Fuck yes, man, for sure." But yeah, dude, like I said, those dudes carry their amps like just around, dude, like bang, no problemo. And they jaw proper, and they're real punk rock, dude. I mean, like, we're not fucking punks, bro. These dudes are.
No, we're not.
That's
middle
that's
class.
if you wanna know-
Maniacs,
wanna know
dude.
what punk rock's all about, dude. These dudes are wild,
Crazy,
man.
yeah.
They are
It's-
fucking
it's-
wild.
So that
bro.
definitely a notable moment.
In
Real
that-
good time.
In that
like,
video-
such a
It was
cool, I mean,
fucking cool, actually.
they just like pissed off
was
on the
really,
walls,
really
just
cool.
smashed their cell phone on the fucking floor. I think we have a footage.
Yeah,
of that
it's
in the
it's in
video.
the break in the
wow.
video. Yeah.
And the
two-
guy's like,
yeah.
oh, that's what he does.
Chulo, bro, yeah, my boy. But yeah, he did
what
like
he does.
literally like he's
He
like
smashes
you know
phone.
what, actually like he's like, I'm so excited, fuck this phone, boom. I just realized, and he's like, whatever, dude, just walk away. And
cool.
yeah, they wildcats and they're real good as well, man.
Okay.
Like they're good, they change, they practice and they hustle, man. They got to hustle to live here. It's
That's
real
wicked.
cool. It's fucking inspiring.
Solid dudes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like,
Okay, I mean, have they got any sort of social media and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean it's also wild, but it's there. It exists. So yeah, it's the TCYF on Instagram and
links in the comments.
and Facebook. Yeah,
Chuck it in
yeah. I
there.
mean, like to check it out. They got tunes on there. They're real cafe, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're from Jersey, go check it out. If you're Cape Townian, dude, then wait till they come. But like, yeah, I mean, we'll jam with them anytime, dude. I mean, the name sounds rude, but I suppose again.
Well, I mean, it's
The
the
come in
whole
your
like
face.
shock value vibes.
It
yeah.
is. It's exactly right,
And
dude.
but
Yeah.
if the music's good, then
Yeah, no, it's real
and
good.
if
Yeah,
the
and it's-
whole
yeah.
like vibe is
Yeah, look,
wacky and
yeah,
crazy.
it
I mean,
is.
that
Yeah.
could be
And I mean, like it's
a really
it's,
good thing.
it's genuinely wacky and crazy, dude. It's
Sweet.
not cats that are like trying to put on a show and they're like, if you as they get off stage, they're the same. That's how
Okay,
they are.
and it's
dude.
punk rock
yeah,
vibes,
yeah. They're like, yeah, that's proper punk rock, dude.
Sweet.
But yeah,
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I'm sure
yeah.
I'm like I can from what you trying to what you explained to me. I'm probably gonna like be like a deer in the headlights. Be like, what the fuck is on this page, bro?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like imagine like the Clash, you know.
Okay.
But just like black dudes from Soweto,
Sick.
that's like, you know, there's no reason for them to be in punk rock. There's
Sure,
nothing that they heard the shit, it spoke to them, and they dig it, man, and they're like unashamed, but they've got their own style as well, bro. I mean, it's the way these guys dress, dude, it's like, you know, like crust punk meets like trance party meets like fucking like Joburg chic and shit, dude. Like it's fucking wild. It's like, but they got like the dopest kicks, stock monster, but they spray them like fucking all like outrageous colors. They got like the studded leather jackets with like a tie dye fucking shit.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah, it's like it's
Okay,
yeah,
I want to like stop
no, they're
now
cool,
and check
bro.
it out.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joburg's got that going on. Fashion
Awesome,
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give that to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the black tees, I don't know so much about. Like, I think the dude. Like the O's in the white. Oh, dude, I'm just saying, dude.
Well,
All
khakis
those
and
kids that still look like they're like banging like 2004 steez.
Props to anyone that's wearing khakis.
Speaking of fashion, Gareth, I want to know the fucking group you started with the color scheme being black, and Olly didn't get it, even though he looks great.
What the color scheme was tonight?
Yeah, it's black.
We're all blacked out, bro.
We're all blacked
Unique.
out.
That's how we do, man.
Olly fucked it up, man.
No, you fucked it up.
No.
Yeah, it's not.
you
it's not our
guys
normal
swapped it out.
steez.
Eh?
Come in here with your
I'm
blues.
some shit, man. He's being dressed like it all night. What the fuck's up?
No, you've definitely done the switcheroo.
They're fucking with the continuity here.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with this. Slim. Jesus.
I love it.
Sometimes we wear black, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you rock up in like a Batman onesie. It's pretty dope. I was hoping
More
you'd
than
do
once.
that.
Who is the Batman ones?
Grumble all the
To
time.
fucking practice.
Well, yeah, that's wicked, dude.
Like,
Yeah, no, it's
how
dope.
about just putting a bit of
Pretty edgy.
effort for
Pretty
us,
edgy.
you know? How about like some nice...
It's not a thing,
fashion
dude.
statement.
It's not a thing, dude.
White
We've been
shirt,
through
one
this. We
was
practice
fast.
9 to 12, dude. I'm
Yeah,
already
yeah.
like chilled at home
your
at
jammies,
9
bro.
o'clock.
dad.
100%, dude. Why the fuck don't you fucking change and get all fucking dolled up for you, dude?
The answer was in the question.
Do you go home and shower and then get back into your sweaty ballsack fucking onesie before you
Every
go to bed?
single fucking day of my life. Dude.
Did you need
It's his
to know
lucky
that?
onesie, it doesn't get washed.
Sometimes I go home just to change
It's,
into it, bro. Fuck you. That shit's comfortable, dog. If you don't have a fucking onesie, dude, I know like everyone's frowned upon. But I mean, like,
Maybe
if
if
you
you
have
wear
some
a
steez,
Crocs.
just bust it, dude. It's alright.
Why
dude.
not,
It's
eh?
comfortable as fuck.
So tell me, dudes, the tour. Any other, like obviously, what's the name of the band again?
TCYF, the come in your face.
Okay. TCYF.
How bad? It's 11 midnight.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
and then-
Been sitting here the whole time.
The band we toured with, you saying?
And then any other notable moments from the tour? Any like crazy moments?
Yeah,
that you can
yeah.
remember?
Well, I mean, one for me in terms of bands is was
Mixed
you
like-
can hit in a second. Was playing
Never
with
dull moments.
was playing with Vendetta, the Vendetta Cartel again, bro. The Vinny's my boy. That was my favorite band growing up, dude. This was one of the first bands in fact, it was on the same night. Like I was 14 or 15. I saw Fuzzy, Hogs, and Vendettas at like some shitty bar in Alberton in Joburg, and yeah, I mean, that band was super inspirational as Lighties did, and Vinny's the coolest motherfucker, they all are. And they had their like reunion show, first show in, I don't know, man. It's a
long time.
A long time, bro. Like
Okay.
now in 10 years. So it was cool to actually, like, when I last saw them, when they stopped jamming, I wasn't even in bands, dude.
Yeah.
So to play with them was...
That was the Zulek
That's-
show.
yeah.
Zulek
That was the
yeah.
Zulek show. And
We
it
got
was,
to play after them.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so that was super hard, dude, for me, like in terms
And
of...
where
like,
was the where did you play the show?
That was at the Zoo Lake Bowling Club.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the like second last night.
Yeah,
I was-
Keith
I
put
was
that
on
on,
tour.
and it was like a whole bunch of bands.
Yeah, Keith
Whole
was
day
there.
show.
I don't remember any of
At a
that.
bowling club, that must be epic.
Who else played that?
Bowls, like garden bowls, not a bowling alley.
No.
Okay.
Just a
Oh,
club.
half. Yeah, I think it was half. But they
It's
were
like a
like a chilled
sports club.
civilized joint.
yeah.
No, it
Oh,
was-
Zoo Lake. Zoo Lake's was like a mad venue back. Also, again, I see Vendettas there a lot, man. It was a crazy venue, dude. When I was a lighty, we used to like have shows there, and all the dudes broke into like the Bowls Club locker rooms and shit. And these dudes have got like this shit called non-slip winning grip, bro. It's like it's like take balls.
Sounds like a
fucking-
jerk-off cream.
Exactly. Fucking, except that sticks your hand to your dick, dude. Fucking non-slip winning grip. Fuck off. And like, I was
Not a
yeah,
good
I mean,
one.
obviously
Is that
not
cheating?
cool, but we were kids, man, and like I've still got a blazer that we took from there, and like we took dudes trophies and shit from the Bowls Club. Yeah, but they were fucking wankers, dude. But anyway, man, yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's what you
getting
get from
carried
the
away,
fucking punk rock shows at the Bowls Club, dude. Yeah, I mean, like subsequently we dropped them all off there in like a bag, like fucking off to the next day. Every time like a big plastic bag, just chuck it up. You're like, dude, fucking sorry about this shit. But yeah, but I kept that non-slip winning grip, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dick's never been the same since.
No, I didn't check it out like that, dude.
Okay, for me,
Let's get back to Dix.
just to get back to what you actually talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
My bad.
all good, man.
A stand-up moment for me was playing at the Winston Durban.
Oh shit.
That's where I played
Winston was cool.
my first show.
Okay.
When I was like 17, a long time ago.
And they're still around,
Yeah, they're still around.
rocking and
Yeah,
rolling.
when the Durban's always a rare place to play.
And John Chaman came out to check us out. He literally had a free flight from SAA, and he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch.
I didn't know it was free, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck, I was
it's
all
not
like
from
being
Cape
like,
Town.
oh, Shaban, what a champ. But he didn't
Well, I
even
mean,
pay
he
for
still
it.
used his free flight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
you still got to go on a plane.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's-
all
don't
about
know,
money,
dude.
Grumble.
It's not- but I mean, it's not-
us.
Grumble wants to sell out. That's the thing, you know.
I'm sure he's doing other shit.
I didn't know that.
Anyway,
so I just
Durban was a
wanted to know.
highlight, and
Yeah.
that's all I'm fucking saying.
But you're also from Durban, though. Hey?
I
So it
am.
was obviously a very kid feeling for you to like move to Cape Town so many years back, and then play your first show at the Winston, and then go full circle, play with your brand, your band.
My first show was at the Winston.
Yeah.
At 17, I couldn't
Was
even,
your
I
band
couldn't
called
even be
Passenger?
inside while
Was that
other bands
Passenger?
were playing. I
Yeah.
could come and play and then fuck off.
Passenger.
No,
But
no,
then
no.
it wasn't
That was Festa. Festa. I was still in high school.
But it'd feel rad to play
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
it
live
was
at
rad to
midnight
come
there,
back
yeah.
with like, because Half Price, I was a huge fan, you know, when I met the guys. I've been in Cape Town now for 10 years.
Yeah.
And when I met the guys back in the day, you know, I was like, oh, fuck, I love these dudes. And now they're my homies. And I got to tour the country with them and go back to Durban. And I would have been at that show if I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
And that's what's rad, you know, you write the songs you want to hear. You play
Yeah,
the
but then
shows
you-
you want to attend. So that was fucking rad for me. And to
Awesome.
be there with these motherfuckers was even
Awesome.
better. You know?
And then, but any of your Durban homies come up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
But we like have we have pretty much the same homies. Like
Yeah.
all those cats have been in Cape Town at some stage. We know, or we've played there, so we all know even the same dudes. So like
Yeah.
it's quite
Like
wild.
Matt Venn from Durban.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had some
He
artists
was
he couldn't
playing
come out.
in our band at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emo Matt, the proprietor.
But yeah, but that includes like even like the Shabs guys and fucking Fuzzy guys and
Badge
because we
putters
all
up.
know all the same
Yeah.
cats. So like
Seven
let's go to
Sun
one
were
place.
up there, like,
yeah, Seven Sun,
yearly.
exactly. Bro.
Yeah.
So
Fucking
like
Jones
yeah.
Brothers.
So we just check cats and like, oh Slim, oh Grumble, fuck me, and you're like, yo, what's up, dog? What's up, dog? So yeah, it was
Roach,
wild. We had a lot of
Wicked,
cool
man.
homies,
A
bro.
lot of those dudes moved to Cape Town now as well. Just-
Yeah.
Yeah, the great Exodus.
Yeah.
Well, that they always say, dude, brought up in Durban, brought down in Cape
Shame,
Town.
but yeah, I mean, like, imagine, I mean, but I mean, Cape Town's pretty much, in terms of like punk rock, metal, all that kind of stuff, we're limited in terms of venues. We got Unclass, Stellenbosch, we got,
There was obviously, this was
Mercury.
Mercury.
You got for the smaller like floor shows, you got like the Surferosa vibe.
Gandalf's just started up again, so hopefully.
I'm not
Yeah,
really
but
bad.
are they- I don't think they're doing
it's a
that.
raw,
I think
but it's
they
not
just
a.
take pizza.
No,
No,
they're not doing
yeah.
that. They're not doing that
Never
for the
mind.
vibe. But also, yeah, let's not even get on that tip.
And then yeah, so it's kind of
So-
like
If there was a
also
Point.
if you've not spoiled for choice, it must be hectic for like bands in Durban. Where
Oh, the thing is, dude, like, I mean, so
Yeah.
I was just in Joburg now, dude, and yeah, I saw a couple of cats. I was there for homie's mom's funeral, Sloppy Sue, respect. And yeah, a lot of the cats came out for that, and even the dudes there were saying were like there's just not a lot, even the venues there, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same as when I was growing up there, and as
Yeah.
Cape Town's not the same now as well. I think it's like nationwide, dude. Fucking venues are like flopping out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like people don't want to take the risk to like start like a place alternative is going to be alternative. You want to get away from that fucking word anyway. But I mean to have a place that houses like punk rock bands and rock and roll bands and shit, and then doesn't always convert to the metal side of things, because that's at least where there's some consistency. That is happening all over the place, man, and it is a massive risk to take, dude, to open like a punk rock venue when fucking, as we're saying, dude, you mostly, if you're doing your own shows, you know, you got to try and crack it to break even and shit.
yeah.
So yeah, it is a vibe. That's why like there are places that are doing well. Mercury, like, you know, they put a lot of effort
Yeah,
into doing that.
it can't really be a dedicated band venue. It has to have something else on the side, and a band thing needs to be like a sideline to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well,
if
I
it's
mean,
gonna have any kind of legs.
I'm
But,
gonna
yeah.
say something right now. Punk bands, you know, and the sort punk's becoming like jazz, dude. You know, there are a few people that are dedicated to the scene and they show up for shows. We need to have a little punk show, like I don't want to say a pop-up show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just like a once-off in a random venue. Right now, on the show, you heard it. We're gonna have a show, but like mid-August.
You need like a festival.
Mid-August.
Like the metal guys
No,
have to have
let's do it.
their shit
I'm with-
together.
Huh?
Right?
You
Like,
want
I'm
me,
a
G?
slim, dude. We've been
Mid-August.
we've
We'll
been
throw a
talking about this
show,
shit for
allow
years.
midnight headlining. So if you don't like us, fuck you. There'll be other bands that you'll enjoy.
But no, we've been talking about this for a long time, bro. Like Slim and I, that's
Well,
like,
DIY
want to
punk,
do
dude.
like
That's what it's fucking about.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we're also lazy as fuck. But yeah, we've got the
Well,
connections.
not really. You guys
yeah.
put a lot of work into your content, dude. Like, I mean, just from me, like, I also feel like we take a long time to do things, but you guys are pumping out. We're just about to watch our second Alive at Midnight video, and then recently
It's more like an acid trip.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
it's crazy. Yeah.
It's a catch up, man.
But so on that,
Yeah.
exactly right, dude. We haven't actually done that for years, and that was the thing before. Like, so in this group, we've been like trying to commit ourselves to putting out content.
This lineup,
And
That's 3 music videos in like 3 months.
Yeah, but dude, we've had the same 10 songs for like fucking 9 years, you know.
Yeah,
Sure.
So basically, we kind of like
But at least you're pulling
almost
finger.
reworked
Well,
the original songs of Alive at Midnight into this new lineup. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
Took the songs that worked and pushing it towards a direction.
We
that
restructured everything
yeah.
and made it more suitable to everybody's styles, you know. So like we had to.
and where we think of the band's gonna
But
go.
how
Yes.
satisfying is it to be
It's
to
fucking
have
awesome.
this content? Like, come on here and you're playing 3 brand new videos.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like for me, like a video is a visual representation that people can watch and stuff. But
Yeah.
for me, it's just playing our songs and the new shit that we're writing. When we all come together and it's just like, fuck, that shit's dope. And we all look at each other. And then we play shows. And obviously you're giving all of your energy to the crowd, you know? But for us, it's always been like, as long as we're having fun and playing the songs we love really well, fuck everyone else, dude.
Yeah,
If
you
they
just do
enjoy
your
it, that's
thing.
rad.
Yeah, I mean, like,
know?
fuck everyone else's.
Not fuck everyone
like,
else.
But you know, the thing is, essentially,
like,
if
we're
you're
doing
having
it
a
for
cool
us.
jam, they're
Yeah.
also going to
You
do
know?
it, dude. That's the
If
vibe.
others dig it, that's rad.
Well, you're
But
doing
if they don't, that's rad too. But as long as we're having a good time.
But,
we-
but
That's what I'm trying to
basically,
say.
what you're saying is you're doing everything on your own terms and you're enjoying it at the
Yeah.
same time.
Well,
Yeah.
that's like the fundamental ethos of punk rock.
That's well, I
for
mean,
sure.
yeah. Well, look, I mean,
You know,
whatever it is, that is correct, yeah, I suppose. But it's just because like we don't do any like fucking kind of choreography and like at this part in the song, we're all gonna like fucking like pop that shit up and
Oh,
it's
you
You're
rule
gonna
anything
do
out,
your gang
man.
vocals,
And-
just
oh,
like-
that's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
that gang vocals
hey,
is
no
different story,
poses,
yeah.
dude. You know what I mean, dude? Yeah, well, that's part of the music, bro. But
No,
like,
I'm
hey,
just
your body
joking.
movements are free, dude. But yeah, so and like we don't like sit before and we're like, okay, after the song we should say like, what's up, Cape Town? We're fucking love. I'm Grumble, and then you do a little
never
thing. Oh,
do-
Miggs. We don't do that shit. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
literally go on and
It
like,
would
man,
actually be weird to see that.
yeah,
happen
we don't
from
do it,
you.
and if whatever mood we're in, it can be different, bro. Like one day I can be like, yo, what's up, dude? Blah,
That
blah. And
song's
other days
so,
be like,
dude.
yo, fuck this. And other days we just don't say anything at all because, like, I mean, that's you're
Just
human being,
depends
fucking
on
human
what
beings.
space
Yo,
you're
we're
in,
human beings.
I might
bro.
crack
Like,
a
yeah.
joke now then, but no one hears it.
Are we leading up to this
I've
next
never,
music
ever
video
heard
though?
one,
Because
dude.
maybe we should
Yeah.
talk about Andy and just give a little shout out to
Go for
Andy's
it,
one.
I don't
No,
make
you
the
did,
rules,
you did.
dog.
Andy Nero.
Let the guy ask the things.
Let the guy ask the things.
Let the guy ask
What
the
is the thing
things.
you want to ask, dude?
No, him.
Right, yeah.
Now you're leading
Okay.
the witness.
It's
don't
his house, dude.
I'm sorry. Papa G, how are you doing?
can
How
you
are
let
you
us
doing?
know?
I'm sorry, I don't know why this is all about us.
Well, of course it's all about you, bro. That's why you're here.
Damn, dude.
But I was gonna say I played the new Rumors Rock City 2 weeks ago in
Oh, right,
Joburg
dude.
in Hillfort.
I drove past it when I was there.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
yeah.
pretty rad. And,
I heard
and
it's sick.
what I like about their vibe is they're like doing T-bone steak and chips specials with the Castle Light
Hey.
during the day. Like,
Sounds like our kind of jewel.
Eating
yeah,
the meat,
dude.
dog.
And,
Dude, that stage
Why would you bring up
massive.
food now?
Do you know
That's-
someone? Can we play there?
Okay, but yeah, so yeah, we're
you should
going with this.
definitely go. Like next time you're up in Joburg.
Well, so, yeah, it's
Play
that same
that bill.
homie Gavin that sorted
That's a
out too. He
challenge.
also
Give us a
organizes
show.
shows there. So yeah, we have
Slim.
heard this, man. Like,
Yeah,
that,
dude, it's
but I mean,
really
yeah, I heard
one
it's
of
okay. The one closed down, and then they've opened, but they're two.
Yeah, they
ones
moved
now.
from Cresta to
Yeah, Crest.
Hillfox.
Yeah, the Crest one still works, but apparently there's another one as well. That's
Rumors Lounge.
Yeah, the lounge. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that is geographically, but
Fuck me,
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
but so I saw Andy in that video,
Andy
and
Nero,
that's
my
someone
man.
I met many moons ago. Don't ask me how I met him.
Mr. Westcott.
Don't ask
dude.
any of us.
I think I remember when I used to spend a lot of time at Springboks. Back
Yeah,
in the
yeah, he's
day,
done
he
these
used to
little
hang
bits.
out there. I think.
So he was. I mean,
Busted.
yeah, I know. Andy is. He was like one of George Bacon's
did he
closest
work
friends there. So yeah, I think they ordered John March and
Yes.
George Bacon and Andy. They lived together and all worked together, and
Okay.
so I mean that's how I know the cat. But yeah, good dude.
Yeah,
man.
but I mean, back in the day, met him long time ago. But and then I was like, I know that guy. I recognize him.
yeah,
And now he's done this video. Eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Have you seen any of his paintings? Sorry.
Please don't edit that out.
They're completely mad, psychedelic.
For sure.
Yeah,
Like you
so
said earlier, like an acid trip.
Yeah,
It's
so,
basically an acid trip video.
so he's got his art was like, always been cool, man. And like, I mean, I'm not like an arty guy, dude. I mean, first Thursdays can off, dude. But I'm not like a big fan of kicking off to the galleries and fucking pretending I know what's going on with a fucking glass of vino and shit, dude.
Yeah.
So, but Andy's shit, I've always loved his artwork, bro. And so, I mean, he did a crazy like oil painting of me as well, dude. That was like really fucked up.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's mental.
You'll see it in the video.
We use it in the video. Yeah, so, but I mean, also he's just like a really good homie of mine, dude. I've known him for a very long time, dude. I think I've been here for 16 or 17 years. I've known him for 16 or 17 years.
Okay, so always very, very
Dude, like the whole thing is like chopped up frame by frame.
Always.
Like sometimes too upbeat, dude. He can get, I mean, he can get wild, dude. But it's ultimately like just a good dude. But I mean, like we have like similar views in life and shit and things, blah blah. And I mean, bottom line, dude, there's not enough drugs in punk rock, dude. That's the problem. Fucking, it really is, dude. Like everyone's all like fucking like.
Well,
shit,
based
dude.
on this,
I think I
then
should
may
have a
just
fucking
be
cucumber and fucking drink a glass of water before I go on stage, dude. And for us, man, we jaw, dude. Let's be honest, dude. Like fucking, and like when I go out to a festival, dude, I'm not fucking like pitching my tent first thing and fucking checking for the prime spot, dude. I get them like, where's the fucking jaw at? And then we get fucking loose, dude. And that's the truth. Yeah, well, it hasn't.
Set up a tent first.
The only one who hasn't had all my shit stolen and whatever, dude.
We need a bassist.
Look, it's worked out well for me. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, I mean, recreational use fucking drugs are it's a vibe, man, and it opens minds and changes things for people. And in punk rock, everyone is very serious, and it's all like fucking government this and fucking
metal's serious.
Yeah, metal's even more serious. That's
No,
crazy. Well, I mean,
metal's
that's
serious,
like
though,
that's
because it was joking around.
fanaticism, dude. But whatever. But the thing is, dude, I mean, yeah.
I mean, like, I'm only mildly
No,
offended.
it's not about the tunes.
true,
I dig the tunes. Metal. There's a lot of metal bands. I love fucking metal bands, man. But it's not. I'm just like it's the people in them. Dog. Okay, but anyway, man, this is important shit. So this fucking vibe is about just like, dude, you go to festival, dude, you take some hallucinogenic drugs, dude, and it really opens fucking minds, dude. And if you work hard and shit, you go away for the weekend, dude. That is the shit that can affect your soul, like real rad, man. You know, just
Sound like a
fucking
very
taking some.
judgy guru.
Fucking, I'm a shaman. Everyone knows this shit. Take some fucking drugs, boom, boom. And I just want to do like fucking put through in the video that like, you know, that it's not just sitting there against a wall like it's like fuck Andy, dude, I dig your shit. Pop out a video that like so that you know, I want people to watch it and understand like punk rock can also be a jaw, dude. And like,
for sure.
And to let it represent like the crazy shit that goes on in his mind because he loves the band, bro. And I was like, well, let it be what you feel, and this is what he's come up with.
So
dude.
you gave him basically, you said,
Free
here it
reign,
is,
pretty
creative license.
Yeah,
Sick.
Handy is cool.
I can't imagine the hours he put into that.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
dude,
lot.
it really
It's-
looks like there's
Like, cause he
hours
like
and
he had
hours.
his paintings and stuff, and then he like
Yeah,
took
it's stop
photos and stuff of us,
animation,
then cut up
stills,
the
yeah.
photos, and then like frame by frame
Yeah, it's
animated the
really-
and
it's
then
like,
like
wow.
digitally altered his
Yeah.
own paintings.
It's
for this
literally
whole-
been a year in the making.
It's mad, dude. Like
Yeah.
the amount of hours that went into this is
And it's
a lot of
fucking
fun.
trippy and it's
Retarded.
weird and it's crazy.
And yeah, he did
Yeah.
it. He did
But
it
we
as a
all
homie
look
on his own time,
incredibly
man.
sexy, thank God.
Jesus.
So here
Oh,
it
it gets
is.
pretty weird though.
Take it away. So
This-
bottom line is, dude,
this
people
one's
should
called
come to
Destroyer.
watch a punk rock show on drugs,
This
and
one's
then
called
this is what it's going to
Destroyer.
be like, dude.
You literally poop out your own head.
This is Destroyer by Alive at Midnight.
The world's a cesspool, my friend, and I'm a giant piece of shit. I never needed your advice, so what the fuck are you giving it? I live my life the way I choose. Wanna walk a day in your shoes. Don't wanna be the one who's too confused to see through it all. At all. We're getting old. We're not giving up. We're old and we don't give a fuck. Destroy something. Destroy everything. I don't wanna don't give a fuck. Destroy something. Destroy everything. I don't wanna lose you. Don't wanna break you down, but you just keep on. Don't wanna lose you, my friend. Never wanted to break you down. Just needed your advice for once, but you just keep on backing me into the wall. Who put this mic in my hand? Who let me on this stage? Who's letting me sing this song? Who gave me all this cocaine? Destroy something. Destroy everything. Destroy something. Destroy everything.
All right, that was Destroyer by Alive at Midnight, dudes.
Yeah.
That was trippy as fuck.
Yeah.
It was
even for us.
One of our new songs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It sounds super rad and wow, it's like complete
Yeah.
maze through the mind.
We're
It's
basically
crazy,
promoting
man.
that you don't need to take drugs.
Yeah.
Just watch our videos.
You definitely
and
do
you're
not
there.
need to take drugs to watch that.
That song's actually the
You don't
first.
need to.
Well,
You
you
don't
know,
need to.
That song's actually the first song the four of us wrote together. Actually,
Okay.
Oh, doesn't
Yeah.
get
Oh,
to.
yeah.
So okay, we talked a little bit about the video leading up with Andy
Yeah,
designing
yeah.
and how he did it and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. The song is wicked. The song is really good, and I
Thank you.
really dig it. And I want to know is like how you say that that was the first song that you guys wrote together. How does that all come about now with the four of you guys?
So firstly, just about the tune, it was like it's a big thing when there've been so many, or like I mean, I suppose myself, Jesus, and Flum, the original members of the band for so long, that you like sort of expect a certain style, you know.
Sure.
And it was a worry with Miggs playing guitar, like you know, what is it going to sound like with his style and how we write together. And I mean that was the result. Obviously,
first thing came,
that was the first tune that we wrote, you know, together with Miggs, writing the all the licks and hooks and putting everything together.
It locked
Yeah.
in pretty quickly.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
like real quick, man. Yeah, so that was the thing. We put it together real quick. And
Just a fast,
Am I
crazy
too
tune. you
am
know?
I too far in saying that like there's a little bit of like a rock and roll influence in some of the riffs?
Yeah, I think the whole band's got a rock and roll influence.
there always
yeah,
has
in my
been that.
opinion,
Yeah, I think that was the thing with the original.
So I'm not too
guitarist.
far off.
No,
Maybe the rock side
you're
of the rock.
It's
fucking
more definitely
spot
more
on.
like a punk rock kind of. Like,
Yeah.
But it is rock.
really
We try and
punk
keep those
rock
like
kind of
traditional
genre.
like rock and
No,
roll,
for sure.
rock and roll licks, man. Like
Groovy.
we have the groove exactly. But you know, before maybe we were initially we were like heavy like into the more rock and rolly vibe, and then it you know progressed a little bit, and then became like. But with Miggs, I think it's like a very good balance, man. We go from like mad rock and roll licks to like sort of like choruses with pop sensibility and shit to like heavy, like you know whatever it needs. And we write well
Jumps
together,
around
dude.
a bit, yeah.
But we do write well together, man. I think everyone has their say. You know, like we Miggs will just like write a few riffs, and we listen to everything that he's got, and we say, okay, cool, they can work with that.
it's like a ball of clay,
yeah.
and we mold it together.
It's more
But
like an onion here that you kick around.
But also,
You try to get it in people's eyes.
being someone who's been in the band for like 6 years now, and having played with Jesus and Flum and these motherfuckers, I just want to say,
You played with Jesus.
Ashley Vice, Ashley Jesus Vice.
You want to say what?
Yeah,
I want to say that there's always been, and given, you know, a lot of people that listen to our music, you know, it's heavy, and it's like, it's a lot to take in for people that aren't into that vibe, you know. But for us, and for me personally, I speak for myself, not everyone else, that our music's always retained, and I hate this term, but like the pop sensibility of like a catchiness, like something that resonates in you that just makes you want to tap your foot.
Yeah.
Along with being aggressive and being
Yeah, but
hard
that's-
and
Yeah.
Like we don't want to go
That's
too
super
heavy. We
important.
want to keep it. You don't want to go too
No,
heavy, but you
I
also
think
don't
that's
wanna
just
go-
it's a stylistic thing that we haven't
No,
chosen. It's just
exactly.
happened.
That's
Oh, you
exactly
wanna
what I'm
we don't want to
gonna
be
say.
super fucking heavy.
That's what I was
all the
gonna
time.
say.
Yeah.
We never.
That's
That was
not
the
enjoyable,
point.
you
We
know.
still want people to be able to dig it and like be moving, you know, and dig the vibe. Even if they like, if you come to the show, no matter what kind of music you dig, we're playing with other bands that might be like poppy or more commercial or just not even heavy, just actual rock and roll bands, and like we want like them to dig it and their homies to dig it, and everyone, you know, there has to be something in it for everybody. But we didn't. Yeah, definitely, it was not planned. Shit just went. Years are ridiculous. Shit just went. Yeah, I mean, shit just went the way it went, and
It's
with
definitely more in the rock and roll feel than like a hardcore punk feel.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Unless
We try to rein it in from there. Sometimes we do go a bit crazy. I think.
But it's like you've got a leeway kind of thing where it doesn't really
there's
matter,
definitely a leeway.
regardless.
Yeah, I mean,
we could
yeah.
fit into like I think
We're on 5 minutes,
a
28.
heavier like festival, or we could lighten it up as well with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the next one that's coming up, our next song is going to be more of like a ska kind of reggae.
It's an
It was
reggae.
the mass collab.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Grumble, this might sound like a weird question, dude, and I don't know if anybody's ever asked you this before. Is that when did you discover you had that like raspy kind of vibe?
Definitely not my plan.
He was
dude.
about 6.
Or was it just
No.
shitloads of cigarettes?
No, yeah, cigarettes and
Like
whiskey,
all
dude.
sense,
I like absolutely.
Because it's fucking
As a
rad, dude.
as a lad, man, I mean, I'm a hip hop man, dude. Fucking, it's, you know, the heart of me, dude. I think hip hop and punk rock are super similar.
Yeah, I agree.
But when I was a big AFI fan, dude. Like huge Davey Havoc, my man, dude. And I wish I had that like fucking like sultry like little voice. But like, and
Sorry, the what?
I
The what? Can we have
and
that
I
again?
tried to do it, and I realized that absolutely is not for me.
Yeah.
Like it's not even the way it sounds. And to be honest, I was actually like I was quite shit for a lot of the time, dude. Like fucking, it took like many years for to sound the way I do, but I didn't, like, not from practicing and
To
shit.
find
just
your style,
just
kind
the
of like-
band, to use my own voice naturally as
Yeah.
it is, dude. Instead of trying to do like fucking, you know, and hold notes and do this crazy shit, which like wasn't my vibe. And also, even for me, it didn't even feel like my vibe, dude. So, like, as soon as I just started doing my own shit, then I like, that's what it sounds like. So, like,
Yeah.
I've got natural, like, fucking husk, you know?
Well, that's
Yeah.
completely the reason why I ask you the question, because I mean, I still think that in my like music career, I still haven't found my own voice. I'm very good at imitating, so I can. You give me
Yeah,
a
that's the thing.
style,
I never was. That's
you know,
like a problem,
you
dude.
give me
Yeah.
a style. I'll
That's
be
how
able
you
to
find
try
it,
and
though.
imitate
That's how
it
you will
as
find
best
it,
as
though.
I
Like
can.
a
that's how
fucking,
we
like
do
a
it.
like a
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
like a weird Al
But I
Yankovic
still-
motherfucker.
I still
dude.
feel like I haven't found that for me. So that's why it was a question
Yeah.
based on was it like a
I can- so-
because I mean it's a technique. It's
So George Bacon actually was the dude that like helped me with that
Okay.
from the Hogs, man. Yeah, also like my you know, once idol, and then always
A lot of people.
friend and mentor, man. And
Yeah.
like he was real good to me. And that is the dude that told me, like, after One Point Blank show, he's like, bro, fucking quit that band. He's like, you sound like shit. You sing like shit. I was like, what? He's like, dude. He's like, no. He's like, dude, you got a rad voice in parts of shit.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to do this other stuff, he's like, it's not even you. He's like, do you even dig? I'm like, no, bro, it's so crazy difficult. I'm like, I don't even listen to the bands that like we sound like now. And he's like, dude, just fucking play in a fucking punk band, and he's like, just use your voice. And he showed me just a few things. I've never gone for lessons. Just he showed me a few things on how to not fuck up my voice and, you know, play shows consecutively and sing for hours and hours, and that was helpful. But mostly he was just like, dude, your own voice is kiff. He's like, just do that,
Sick.
man. And yeah, that
it's
like
nice to have
and,
someone
yeah,
actually mentor you
for
like
sure.
that.
And
Like,
that,
hey,
and
what's
that,
up?
yeah, and that
This is
changed
what
the
you
game
should
for
do.
me. Yeah, it changed the game for me completely. Yeah. And from then on, every time we played a lot with him, I guessed with him, and he actually came to guess with us at our first ever show.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Fuck,
it was
that must
real
be
cool.
eh?
Yeah, man. And since then, you know, he was always extremely helpful, man. But you know, you cut it like deep down. It hurts. Fucking
course.
hurts you. Like, bro, like you'd literally be like, dude, fucking that was shit. I'm like,
No, at
Oh,
least
dude.
it's coming from
But-
someone who you
Yeah,
respect,
yeah,
so it
yeah.
doesn't really
yeah,
matter.
but it never with any like malicious intent.
No,
Or it's just
sure.
like, bro, to be honest, that was shit, dude. I don't want to say it any differently. He's like, because you're not doing fucking what I told you, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not doing exactly what you actually feel. And he's like, bro, I see the past when you feel it. And he's like, especially then I get pissed off with myself, and then I start to be like, well, fuck. And he's like, that's the shit I'm talking about, man. And that is he helped me to just like, bring that consistently, as opposed to like trying to fucking put on a voice that isn't mine.
Yeah, sure,
as opposed to people like you're saying that can like Weird Al Yankovic it out whenever they want to, dude. And I can't. Yeah, I mean, some people can do that, some people can't. But I only have one style that works for me, and that's the only thing I can do, man. Hence, I'm in one band and no side projects, because I would sound like shit in the other band anyway, dude.
Got
Fucking hell.
trying to get some gold diggers there, bro.
Gold.
So then,
I went there.
just in closing kind of vibe, I want to know.
You're not closing us, motherfucker.
No,
I got
I
a
wanna-
question for you.
Okay.
Who's your biggest influence in life? Not musically.
down, dude.
Yeah, not musically, just overall. Boom.
Jesus.
Boom, you got 3 seconds to
should I
answer.
go-
3, 2, 1. You're
My
out.
dad.
Hot.
Oh, boom.
Oh,
Fuck, that's sick, dude.
that's dope, dude.
That was my answer
Yeah.
as well.
Okay, sick.
His dad.
Yeah.
Dude, you must meet my dad. He's wicked.
I'd love to.
If he's half as cool as
Proper
you,
jeweler.
he's a legend.
Been there.
Always a
Done that.
legend, bro.
The real Papa G, dude.
Real, the OG.
Real.
Yeah.
OG's for life.
Yeah, definitely the
OG.
OG.
The OG, yeah.
That's
Talk-
cool to hear, bro. I don't think many people say that these
Yeah,
days, man.
no,
That's
taught me
dope.
everything I knew, bro.
Rad.
But yeah, just I want to know how, because the reason, right in the beginning of this episode, I said to you guys, you guys like to keep it tight knit, right?
Yeah.
So it can't, and you were like, oh well,
I do, yes.
the metal
They've
guys
seen
seem
that.
to have
Yeah,
it more
yeah.
figured out,
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But
You did fucking say that.
I
How
said
did-
that.
yeah, you said that.
I'll say it again.
But then you did a split EP with another punk band.
Yeah.
So how did that?
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty.
Can I
pretty
try-
tight-knit,
Is that
I would say.
resolve the whole?
No.
No.
Because we're gonna go into So Hard It
Yeah,
Hurts.
that's right. Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
chime in for this one for a bit?
Okay.
Do-
Go
like
for it,
like
Olly.
doing this split album with you guys, because
Absolutely
this
not.
is,
Shut the fuck up.
you know what, Grumble, like I mean, like
Fucking shit, dude. Go for
like
it.
the
Go for it.
longer we
Never heard
hang
this
out,
guy
the
speak
fewer
before.
shits I give about. Yeah, like doing the split thing with Half Price and Live and Midnight. Like this is the first punk project I've ever been in. It's exposed me to a lot of other stuff, even though I was like a big Half Price fan
Before.
way back.
Yeah.
It was just a weird opportunity to end up being in the same kind of project with those dudes, even though I like play with Kyle.
Okay,
like,
but
in
that's
Bulletscript.
that's for you, dog. It's
You
not-
know,
in the
that's what I'm saying
context
for
of the
me.
band,
And
though.
like being
What
part
are
of
you
like
saying,
split.
Olly?
So in the
You know
context,
what?
Shame, just let the motherfucker make his
know,
point.
yeah,
dude. Jesus.
Will he get to the point?
12 minutes, 4 seconds.
Well, now you've deterred me. And I
should
forgot
get
where
rid
the
of that
fuck I was
clause.
going with this.
No.
You've deterred me, and I forgot where I was going with this.
I'll deter you every
Olly's
time.
just-
how grateful and
What were we
stoked you
talking
are and shit to
No,
be
fuck.
part of this.
Olly,
Olly,
let Olly speak.
I want to
No.
ask you: are you the new guy that everybody picks on?
Oh yeah, dude.
Lying motherfucker.
Yeah, they still pick on me as fucking.
Grumble
No,
picks
that's
on
actually true.
everyone.
We do
No one
pick
picks on
some
anyone. We
more.
treat each other real
just-
It's a
well.
bit of a
Short.
shitting
But,
order here.
I have a big dick.
We were talking about the split EP situation, that how recording a split EP with them and then having been involved in another vibe, is that jogging your memory?
Is that
Yeah,
So-
what you're talking
no,
about?
because it was a weird experience, because you're getting the two bands that are doing the same thing together on the same album,
Yeah,
but yet still having their own
identity.
So
things.
not doing
and
the same thing together on the same album at all, and that's why I usually let me speak so I can really describe.
You got it.
Plus, man,
I'm
let
saying
Olly
this is a
speak, man.
personal
Yeah,
thing.
you
And
did.
you're talking about the band, like how the band thing came
No,
along.
this
so we
is
can
his
get to that.
personal opinion, man.
to Olly.
No, you go for it. I'm done.
That's what I thought.
Stone
If I can speak for Olly,
But no,
Miggs is
no. Okay, I'm,
Probably
Olly,
the
I'm
best
not putting
guy.
you down. I'm a huge fan of yours, but I don't
No, these were
about this
you-
album
you
because
do-
you,
you do your thing.
if you had said your piece after me, then there would be some context. Half Price, boom, obviously
Boom.
with Point Blank and Alive Midnight in the early days. We've played like so many shows together, dude, over the years, and with Hogs and Black and Fuzzy
Sublime.
and with Sublime, we all in the same with Pete and blah blah. But Kyle is one of the drummer from Half Price. That's my boy Olly, and then we played Bulletscript together.
I
So
feel like we're both telling the same fucking
no, we're
story.
absolutely not. So, but for Alive at Midnight,
at the
dude.
same time.
But no, for Alive at Midnight, dude, why we do this with them is more because we're friends, bro.
Yeah.
We had many issues in the past. Pete and I used to hate each other, man. We
Oh,
have
yeah?
like terrible history, dude,
I
with
hated
Half
Pete
Price.
and Grumble.
Yeah, nice, good. But Pete and I, like, we just didn't get along for whatever reasons, man. And that was years and years. We had to play shows together that we didn't speak afterwards. We didn't like cross each other backstage. Just, it was a wild ride. But we all homies, and in later life became much better friends. And the whole thing wasn't. We knew that the music that we play is different. That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to get to, motherfuckers. Is that the music? The music that we play is very different, man. So like their brand of punk rock and our brand of punk rock is completely different, dude.
Okay.
But it was about putting like just homies together and putting an album out because we dig each other, dude, just as human fucking beings. And then we put this album out. It meant something to all of us, and we thought we were like people. You said, "Hey, what's it gonna sound like?" You got like a new school punk band with like a fucking like rock and roll fucking hardcore band. And it worked at the end of the day,
No, for sure.
And more just because we tight.
And homies, and
that's the.
And did you guys use the same producer and all that?
Yes.
Yeah. All the Dean's.
So that was Dean Bailey. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about punk rock, we cannot go without speaking about skunk rock, which has nothing to do with punk rock.
I feel like this.
Okay, guys, how about we do this?
Yeah.
How about we do this? We're gonna rock out. We've actually featured this song before on Papa G's house.
But
Yeah, thanks,
half
Marcus.
is good.
But
You need the other half.
and now we've got the actual finished product.
Yeah.
And it's banging so hard it hurts.
Yeah, it was super rad to write this tune, man. It was very cool to write this tune, dude. It was like fun and to play it.
I remember the music video shooting. It's one of my favorite days.
It was awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude. Being with Half Price on that whole tour and through that whole experience was awesome for us, man. We love those guys.
For sure.
Yeah, and it was
They're a
just
bunch of clits,
a
but
big
we love
party.
them.
It was a
They're
big
out
idea.
there.
It was a big party, like concept to finished products. It was rad. Tour, everything. It was a kiffy year with those guys.
Yeah. I actually look forward to having them back on. They were my 4th episode. Had Marcus.
You need to get
Carl.
Pete on here because he wasn't on here.
Yeah, exactly. There's a few Petes I need to have on here. There's also Pete Blackbeard from Satanic Dacho Orgy that gave me the
You missed
skip.
it last time.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna get him back on. Hopefully get them back on at
That'll
some
be a
stage.
repeat.
But
Oh, if only you had a drink on. Cheers.
Yeah,
So hard right now.
You see, motherfuckers, every now and again have something of value.
What you were saying?
Glad you gave that guy a mic.
It was like wrong place, wrong time.
So hard it hurts for your
It
ear
only
holes.
took like an hour and a
It's
half.
fucking 16 minutes to
All right.
44.
guys, we got Grumble, we got Miggs, we got
Slim. Olly.
Olly. This is Alive at Midnight. This is Papa G's house. Thank you so
Don't
much for
touch my dick
listening.
ever, bro.
Check out Alive at Midnight on Spotify,
Check us out.
iTunes,
Only on
YouTube,
Spotify.
All that
anything.
shit.
And
Shit, can we do shout-outs quickly, bro?
Yeah,
Fucking
get some
everyone that's
shout-outs
ever
up.
played with us are like frequent guest artists. Alex Miller, my babe, the best. My man Lee
She's the
Lips,
best.
dude. Also pretty cool. Not the best, but super rad.
She's
Half Price, some other bands. Dean doing the album. They
Fetty.
take photos of us fucking all the time, do our covers and shit and
Kilkenny.
designs and blah blah blah. I'm not going to mention all the names. I'm saying photographers,
fucking
artists, all the
saying it right
motherfuckers,
now, dude.
and
You
everyone
don't
else
have
that's
to.
ever been in Live at Midnight and
Come
all
to
the
the shows,
O's and the original
support the
O's.
scene.
And thank you
Ollie's
to you, my brother.
family.
Fucking
Oh, wait,
Papa
brother.
G
Thank
for
you,
having
Daddy.
us up in this job.
good having you guys around,
Thanks
man.
for
Yeah.
fucking having us.
And that's
Dude.
it.
Definitely
And thanks to
been
Papa
one of the
G.
wildest, wackiest. I love it.
Could do this all night.
This is Alive at Midnight. This is Papa G's house. Thanks for listening. Check us out on all streaming platforms, etc., etc. We love you. We're out.
Peace.
My body's a petrol bomb. I got a feeling in my bones that I'm not gonna make it. I'm broken up every day I die, but every night
That's where we're going.